Join the party, have a hearty glass of...
Hey everybody, it's Adam. Today I'm going to show you how to make banana cupcakes with honey vanilla frosting. Anytime you use banana with baking, you end up with a really moist and delicious cake, and these are pretty awesome. So let's get started. I'm going to begin by preheating my oven to 350 degrees. I'm going to start by getting my dry ingredients together and mixed. To start, I'm going to use 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And to my flour, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And now, half a teaspoon of baking soda. And finally, to my dry ingredients, I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Salt is really important when you're baking. It brings out a lot of the flavors in the other ingredients. I'm just going to give all of my dry ingredients a quick mix and then set it aside and move over to my mixer. Alright, now I'm going to cream my butter and my sugar. I'm going to flip it open. Got my paddle attachment for baking, and I'm going to use 1 stick of unsalted butter. Really important that it's at room temperature, or else it's not going to mix in with the other ingredients. To my butter, I'm going to add 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar. Now I'm going to flip my mixer down, lock it in, and I'm going to put it on medium speed for about a minute, just until the butter and sugar are combined and nice and fluffy. Alright, my butter and sugar are nice and fluffy. Now it's time to add 2 room temperature eggs. Always crack your eggs into a separate bowl first, just in case you get a bad egg, like in Charlotte's Web, so you don't ruin all of your batter. Now I'm going to turn this baby on medium speed and add my eggs. And now I'm going to add a tablespoon of really good vanilla extract. Once I've added my vanilla, I'm going to turn my mixer on medium-low speed and slowly add my dry ingredients, just so I don't get tons of flour on my face. Okay, you may notice that your batter is a little bit dry at this point, almost like a pastry dough. That's what you want. You haven't added your banana yet, which is going to make it really creamy and smooth. These are my bananas. As you can see, they are not the prettiest bananas in the bunch, but that's because you don't want to use a really fresh banana because it'll be kind of green and stringy. You want them to be almost to the point of starting to spoil, so they're really soft and gooey and have developed a lot of that sugar. I want 1.5 cups of mashed banana, which is about 2 or 3 bananas. I'm just going to open them up and mash them with a fork in my bowl. Alright, I'm going to flip up my mixer. And I'm just going to dump in my banana. I'm going to mix the banana in just until it's incorporated on medium for a few seconds. Alright, my batter is all set to go. It's time to start preparing my pan. This is a 12 cupcake pan. It's non-stick, so I really don't need to butter it or anything, especially because I'm using these baking cups. I'm going to put 1 baking cup in each slot. My batter was perfect for about 12 cupcakes. Now I'm just going to stick them in the oven at 350 for about 20 to 30 minutes. And I'm just going to check on them periodically. You can poke a knife in the center, and if it comes out clean, you're good to go. While my cupcakes are baking in the oven, I'm going to work on my frosting. This is a really simple recipe and it's really delicious. I'm going to start by creaming a stick of unsalted butter at room temperature once again, and 1.25 cups of confectioner's sugar. I'm going to push this down, lock it in, and cream it on medium speed for about a minute. Once again, until everything is just incorporated and nice and fluffy. Now that my sugar and butter are creamed, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of really good honey. And finally, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And now I'm going to put this on medium speed for a few seconds, just until it's smooth and creamy. If you find your frosting is a little too dry, you could add a tiny bit of milk, or if you find it's too wet, you could add just a tiny bit more confectioner sugar. All depends on the temperature and where you live. My frosting is perfect. As you can see, it's smooth and creamy, but when I hold it upside down, it's still holding its shape, which is exactly what you want. Alright, I took my cupcakes out of the oven after about 21 minutes. They started to turn golden brown, and when I stuck my knife in, it came out clean. I took them out of the pan and let them come to room temperature, and now it's time to frost them. If you wanted to just take a knife and run it over the top of the cupcake, that's fine. I put my frosting in a pastry bag, and I'm just going to squirt a little pretty dot onto each one and maybe decorate it up a little bit. I think with the aluminum cupcake pans, a little French dragée would look really pretty. These are French dragées right here. They're made of sugar and they're silver and shiny. A little expensive, but if it's for company, totally worth it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. It's available on my website, adamprocatering.com, and watch for more episodes of my cooking show, Cook with Adam, on YouTube. See you next time.
Come on, join the party. Have a hearty glass of rum.